Holy Ghost is on the move.
Yeah, Firebirds had a lot of momentum.
Right from the jump for the Firebirds, who look really good.
That's better?
Yeah. All right. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Chapman Arena, where we have Game 2 of our second day of four-game quadruple header, and this time it's the JV Championship game of the Jack Shot Memorial Christmas Tournament between Holy Ghost Prep and Neshaminy as HGP starts off with a steal. Dean Bergkoetter to the rim, and the Firebirds start off on top by 2.
Nice play to lead off for Bergkoetter. That's pretty big. It'll go a long way.
So now time to go over the first intro, but I'm Caden Stewart.
I'm Jack Dobbins.
And I'll be with you for the next 2 games after this, as well as this one. As Neshaminy now looking for an answer. They go back and forth now with Gavin Meehan with the ball. Meehan dumps back off, and now they go back into the corner to Meehan. Meehan from the top of the key. Meehan to the edge of the paint, throws it up. It's off the top of the rim and out. And back on the attack again. Another long 3, that's short. And it's rebounded by Dean Bergkoetter in the paint. Bergkoetter can't hang on, and Neshaminy getting all the rebounds early. Neshaminy to pass back out to the side. Now to the top again for Gavin Meehan. Now Raivitch. Raivitch back out to the far side again. To Leiva. Jason Leiva to the rim, and he loses that one. And it's out of bounds onto the lobby of the stairs coming up to the Chapman Arena.
That's the pretty general Ghost defense with Steinmetz, Stenardo, Sharlin, Bergkoetter, and who did I leave off? Sharlin. Yeah. Those are the big starting 5. So they have that chemistry to help stop that Neshaminy offense, despite never seeing them play.
So now Zach Sharlin with the ball. Sharlin back up to Bergkoetter. Bergkoetter across to Stenardo. Stenardo to the top. Robbie Segarich for a triple. It's no good. And it's rebounded by Gilardi. Gilardi gives it up to Raivitch. Raivitch has Meehan out in front setting the pick that gives right to Meehan. Meehan out to the far side. It's Gilardi underneath, but it gives back to Raivitch. Raivitch from the top of the paint. Out to the corner. It's blocked. And taken back by Neshaminy from the top. Jason Leiva with the ball. Leiva out to the corner. Now Leiva with the 1-bounce pass. Leiva underneath and through the leg 2-pointer. What a shot by Jason Leiva.
That was a great play. Right under Bergkotter's reach, tricked him up.
Yeah. So that ties the game up at 2 with 4:47 to play in the first quarter. Dean Bergkoetter gets the pass. Bergkoetter turns around, step back 2, it's up and good. And Dean Bergkoetter with all 4 points for the Firebirds to start. Now Raivitch throws up to Gavin Meehan. Meehan up along the near side. Meehan, 1-bounce pass to Leiva in the corner. Leiva backs out. And now a sidearm 1 step to Gavin Meehan again. Meehan dumps off to Raivitch. Raivitch making moves. Raivitch slices through. Raivitch to the rim. It's up and good. That ties the game at 4. 4:14 to play. Dean Bergkoetter taking it to start. Stenardo. Stenardo over the corner to Charles Steinmetz. Steinmetz to Segarich. Segarich to Bergkoetter again. Bergkoetter to Stenardo. Stenardo over to Segarich again. Or Sharlin, sorry. Sharlin to the 2. That's no good. So everyone touches the ball in possession for the Firebirds. Meehan now dumps stuff back to Jason Leiva. Leiva has Meehan open again and hold on to it and give it up to Raivitch. Raivitch to the pass back. The top of the key at 3. Raivitch. Dump off to Meehan. Meehan to Raivitch again. Raivitch, and it's travel on Raivitch. So with 3:38 to play in the first quarter, the game stays at 4. It stays tied up at 4. And the Firebirds take over with Robbie Segarich on the inbound. And he has a wide open Sharlin at half court. Sharlin to Steinmetz. Steinmetz, Stenardo again. Stenardo, dump off to Segarich. Segarich back to Sharlin. Sharlin slicing through and he lost it. It's a turnover. Here's Maxwell Currie. Currie dumps it off to Raivitch. Raivitch. Pump fakes over to Leiva at the top. Leiva backs up a little bit. Leiva. Pump fake again. Leiva underneath. To Gilardi. Gilardi for 2. It's no good. Rebound underneath by the Firebirds. Here comes Stenardo on the attack. Mark Stenardo. Comes off. Robbie Segarich open for 3. It's no good. Tipped up and rebounded by Gavin Meehan. Meehan across half court. Meehan dumps it off to the corner again. Leiva is open. They decide to go to Raivitch. Raivitch has Leiva open again, and it's going to be off of the Firebirds, they say.
That's off in Neshaminy.
Yeah,
Off in Neshaminy.
I thought it was off in Neshaminy, then Neshaminy bench started clapping.
Even they don't know what way they're going.
So Segarich inbounds on the one bounce pass over to Mark Stenardo. Stenardo and Segarich come across 2 by 2. Stenardo over to the corner. Zach Sharlin. Sharlin to Segarich. Top of the key. Dead center 3-pointer. It's up and good. Segarich gets on the board. It's a big time 3 that makes it a 7-4 Firebird lead. Now Jason Leiva up to the far side. Leiva slicing through. Leiva for an answer, and he's fouled. So Leiva will go to the line to shoot 2. 2:18 to play in the first quarter, and it's a 7-4 Firebird lead.
That was a nice 3-point right over the middle by Segarich a few seconds ago, especially considering the fact that the defense was thrown off by the coaching.
So Leiva at the line to shoot 2 for Neshaminy, who trails by 3.
Steinmetz came out. Bass comes in.
So Leiva makes his first one to make the lead down to 2. 2:18 to play in the first. You just said Brandon Bass subs on for Charles Steinmetz.
Steinmetz at the medical area. That's not too good.
Had an ankle injury earlier this year. Seems to just be stretching out for the moment. Tommy Nahill already inactive, so they're down possible second big man. As Bergkoetter takes the rebound after Leiva makes his second free throw. Here's Dean Bergkoetter. Bergkoetter to the rim, and it's good. Dean Bergkoetter with 6 points in the first quarter. The Firebirds total now at 9. Now on the far side again is Dominic Ciallella. Ciallella over to Raivitch. Raivitch from the paint, dumps it off to Gilardi. Gilardi backs up to the corner, open for 3. It's up and it's good. And Neshaminy ties the game up at 9, and that's Dominic Ciallella again. Now Brandon Bass at mid-court. Bass up to Bergkoetter, and Stenardo lost it, and it's a foul called against Leiva of Neshaminy. So here's Sharlin. Sharlin. Underhand pass to Mark Stenardo.
Seems like Stenardo kind of stole it from Bergkoetter.
Yeah. Stenardo now gives it to Bergkoetter, gives it to Segarich. Segarich to Sharlin. Sharlin, pass back. Robbie Segarich on the attack. Segarich to Bergkoetter. Bergkoetter open for 3. The hot hand misses. And it's rebounded by Ciallella. Over to Daniel Raivitch. And Neshaminy takes over on offense. Raivitch gives it back off to Leiva. Leiva gets the pass back. Leiva slicing through, up and good for 2. To 1 minute to play, Leiva gives Neshaminy the 2-point lead, 11-9. Segarich gets the ball slapped away, but it's picked up by Zach Sharlin. Sharlin, it's intercepted. Here comes Daniel Raivitch on the attack. Raivitch to the rim. It's good. 6 straight points for Neshaminy, and that makes it 13-9. Stenardo in trouble, gives it up to Sharlin. Sharlin to Bass, and to travel against Brandon Bass. 39 seconds even remaining in the first quarter. Neshaminy leads by 4, 13-9. Raivitch gets the quick inbound from Jason Leiva. Raivitch making a man miss. He'll get across half court with Stenardo in coverage, bobbles the ball for a bit, recovers. Raivitch across. Nicholas Cates with the ball. Cates to Leiva. Leiva with the dump off. Here's Raivitch. 20 seconds and ticking. Neshaminy can take the last shot if they want. Raivitch steps back for 3. It's short, and it's rebounded in the paint by Robbie Segarich. Segarich has his man wide open. It's Dean Bergkoetter to the rim, and he's blocked. Bergkoetter gets blocked in a layup attempt. Here comes Neshaminy along the far side. Raivitch to the corner. Leiva, pump fake. It's a 3. It's up, and it's no good. Leiva had a great look at 3. It bounced in and out, and it falls harmlessly to the court. So 7 minutes gone, 21 to go. The Firebirds trail by 4, 13-9. So here's Segarich. Segarich puts up the 1. That's looking good. So Robbie Segarich puts the 4-point lead in half. It's down to 13-11. Now here's Nicholas Cates. Cates across half court. Cates with a dump off. Now pump fake. Out to the top. Now it's lost. It was Raivitch who fumbled it. And now a jump ball called. And it should be Firebird possession.
It will.
Maybe not.
It's not.
Neshaminy will hold on to it. It's Gilardi who gets it. Gilardi up to Cates. Cates to the far side of Leiva for a triple. It's up and it's good. Jason Leiva makes the lead. It's now 5, 16-11. And here's Stenardo. Notre Dame is the play call. Stenardo and Segarich coming across half court. Stenardo out to the side. Aden McDonald getting his name called for the first time today. Gets to Brandon Bass. Bass to Segarich. Segarich across. Dean Bergkoetter had 6 points in the first quarter. Decides not to shoot. Stenardo loses it. Recovers to the corner. It's a haywire pass for Robbie Segarich. Stenardo calling for the foul. Didn't get it. So here's a 1 bounce pass inbounds to Nicholas Cates. Cates brings it up across half court. Cates, stutter steps, out to the side. Now back up to the top to Leiva. Leiva up, and it's good. Leiva the hot hand with 2 quick threes, and the lead now at 8 for Neshaminy. Now Dean Bergkoetter is open, gives it back over to Mark Stenardo. Stenardo has Bass open in the corner, decides not to go to him. Stenardo directing traffic. Out to Segarich. Segarich looking for a lane, gets it to Brandon Bass. Bass out to Stenardo again. Stenardo has a hole. Stenardo to the rim. It's up no good. Rebounded by Brandon Bass. Bass pulls it down for 2. It's up and good. Steinmetz up and walking around on the bench. He has not been on since he came hobbling off a few minutes ago. Brandon Bass filling his place.
That was great basketball by Bass there. Just getting the rebound, putting it right back up for a 2-pointer.
Yep. So here's Joshua Martin. Martin up to the top to Cates. Cates back to Martin. Martin, and it's going to be a over and back penalty called against Neshaminy. So 19-13 the score, 4:45 to play in the first half. Neshaminy ahead by 6. So here's McDonald. McDonald with a 1 bounce pass to Brandon Bass. Bass at the top to Segarich. Segarich to Aden Brody. Sorry, it's still Segarich. And a foul called against Neshaminy. So Aden McDonald will go to the line to shoot 2. McDonald makes his first. So Aden Brody, Reilly, Segarich at the top, preventing a fast break. Second shot is up, no good this time. And it'll be rebounded by Dominic Ciallella. Here's Leiva again. Leiva has 2 threes this quarter. Leiva, spin move, out to the corner. Leiva gets the return feed. Leiva, moving his men around. Pass to the paint. It's up, and it's a block. No, it's a foul. It was Ciallella who got to the rim. And it will be Saba Gugeshashvili going to the line to shoot 2. And Saba's first foul shot goes a little haywire to the left and no good. To Gugeshashvili, one more foul shot from the line. And it's up, that one no good to the right. And here come the Firebirds on the attack. So it's Scott Harkins who dumps it off to McDonald. McDonald to Zach Sharlin. Sharlin back to Harkins. And a timeout called by HGP. 3:57 to play in this first half. 19-14 Neshaminy on top. Here's the inbound for the Firebirds. Aden Brody with the ball for the first time today. Brody after McDonald. McDonald bobbled it but recovers. McDonald back to Brody. Brody making a man miss. Aden Brody, a one bounce pass. And it's through the legs of Sharlin. A jump ball. And the ball will go through Neshaminy. It was Joshua Martin involved in the jump ball for the Firebirds. Joshua Martin involved in the jump ball for Neshaminy. Going against Zach Sharlin. So Sharlin will inbound the ball for the Firebirds. Sharlin out to the top. Aden McDonald brings it across half court. McDonald slices through. Aden McDonald with the lane. It's up and good. McDonald on the 1-on-3 makes the layup and the lead's down to one shot, 19-16.
That was a great play, McDonald. Mid-range, I guess, kind of layup. It was close enough to really consider it one. It looked amazing from the scorer's table. Looked like he jumped over 4 of them.
It did. And now it was Martin with the ball, and on a long 3, it's off the back and base of the rim, rebounded by Zach Sharlin. Now here is Sharlin through the legs. It's back up to Robbie Segarich. Segarich slicing through to the paint, and that's a clear foul, and it's called. No, it wasn't Segarich, it was Aden Brody. I don't know why Robbie Segarich and Aden Brody look a lot alike to me.
Not so sure why.
Yeah, me either.
Just like Ace and some random guy named Aiden Varela looks similar to you.
Oh, yeah. So Zach Sharlin will inbound. Sharlin looking for a man. Sharlin gets to Harkins. Harkins for 2. It's in and out. Rebounded by Neshaminy. Here is Daniel Raivitch.
That's a rough layup. That's one Harkins wishes he had back.
Yeah. Raivitch inbound to Gugeshashvili for 2. It's no good. And stripped away. Gugeshashvili with a steal. And he's inbound. It's a foul. Have a 2:41 to play in the first half. Neshaminy will hold on to possession up by 3.
Harkins didn't think it was a foul. I thought it was all ball.
Yeah.
Threw him off.
Now here's the quick inbound back up to the top to Cates. Cates pump fake. Now to the top, it's a long three-pointer is no good from Joshua Martin. And Martin got his own rebound, went to the paint, and he's fouled. So McDonald called for the foul against the Firebirds. Martin goes to the line to shoot 2 to try to make the lead 4 or 5. Martin dribbles twice, and his first foul shot is no good to the right. Neshaminy 0 for 3 from the line to start today's game, as Gugeshashvili missed his first 2. Now Joshua Martin dribbles twice again and misses his second. Rebounded by the Firebirds. They're on the attack is Zach Sharlin. Sharlin to the paint, underhand, and he's fouled. Sharlin called for the foul. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 to bring try to bring the Firebirds within 1.
With only 2:25 left in this first half, I guarantee you the Neshaminy coach is going back at halftime, telling everyone foul shots are going to play a big role in this game. They're 0 for 4 so far.
Yeah.
And Charlotte misses one. That just shows how important foul shots are in these big games.
And only a 3-point scorer at the moment. And now Charlotte makes it second. So Charlotte 1 for 2 at the line in his first visit of the day. 19-17 Neshaminy on top with 2:20 to play in the first half. It's Martin out to the corner. Martin gets the return feed. Now back out to the far side to Raivitch. Raivitch. Back out on top to Martin on top of the key. Martin back to Raivitch, intercepted. Here comes Aden McDonald. McDonald on the attack. Underhand. Aden Brody for 2. It's up and good. And 1. Aden Brody knots it up at 19, and it goes to the line to get the Firebirds the lead.
Again, great layup. It's falling through the air, moves it up towards the basket, gets it in. Massive play for the Firebirds.
And a big-time momentum shift as well, as the Firebirds now scored 6 straight. Brody looking to make it 7. And Aden Brody misses his one and only foul shot, rebounded by Neshaminy. So the game locked up at 19, under 2 minutes now to play in the first half. Here's Neshaminy with Raivitch. Raivitch floats it up to the far corner. The underhand back to Maxwell Currie. Currie to Raivitch. Raivitch to Cates, back to Raivitch, back to Currie, out to the corner again. Currie gets the ball in the paint. Currie to the rim. It's blocked and rebounded by the Firebirds. Aden Brody again on the attack. Brody to 1-on-2. Brody to the rim, and he couldn't finish. Rebounded by Neshaminy. Here's Raivitch. Raivitch got hit a little late. No foul called. Neshaminy takes a step back. Got in Meehan. On top to Raivitch again. Raivitch with the return feed. Raivitch just knocked down. Went down awkwardly. No over and back called. Gavin Meehan slicing through. Meehan out to the far corner. Nicholas Cates. Cates. Underhand gets the pass back. Cates for 3. No good. And rebounded by Brandon Bessler. Set to Aden Brody. 54 seconds and taking Aden Brody up across half court. Brody to Zach Sharlin. Sharlin open for 3. No good. Trying to get his own rebound, but couldn't. Neshaminy holds on to get possession. Gavin Meehan across the 3-point line across half court. Meehan inbounds it. Or one bounce passes it to the near side. It's Nicholas Cates. Cates out to the corner. And back. Cates. It's a slow bobble. And now Cates takes it back up. Cates out to the side again. Long 3. No good. And rebound in the paint by Meehan. And possession awarded to the Firebirds. 22.4 seconds to play in the half. The Firebirds can take the last shot if they want. And if they make it, it gives them the lead. Score tied at 19. It's Harkins who has the slow roll inbound that's picked up by McDonald. McDonald gives it up to Brody. McDonald looking for the return feed, didn't find it. Brandon Bass with the ball. 11 seconds. Back to Scott Harkins. Harkins to Brody. Brody from the 3-point line. Brody moving on in. Aden Brody to the rim. And Brody's up to 4 points, and that's how the half will end. Aden Brody, a buzzer beater at the end of the half to give the Firebirds a 2-point lead, 21-19 going into the locker room.
Yeah, it was a great layup by Brody there. I mean, Brody's really been, I'd say, breaking out this game. He's put up a big spot. Him and Bergkoetter have been doing a ton of the heavy lifting this game. I think second half they try to spread it out a bit more, but definitely that's what I'm going for.
Bergkoetter with 6 points in the first quarter, none in the second quarter, but Aden Brody taking his spot with 4 points of his own in the second quarter. Brody scored 2 points yesterday, had a couple mistakes towards the end, but obviously rebounding here today, with, as I said, 4 points in the second quarter. And his latest 2-point make gives the Firebirds a 2-point lead, 21-19 after 14 minutes of play. 14 minutes down, 14 to go, and we'll be back after this halftime. All right. All right, everyone, and welcome back to the Chapman Arena at the Firebird Fieldhouse, where we have Neshaminy taking on Holy Ghost Prep in second half action. It's Daniel Raivitch with the ball. Raivitch misses it back out. Maxwell Currie touched it. Now it's back out to Jason Leiva. Leiva back to Raivitch. Raivitch back to Leiva again. Leiva on the return feed. Leiva to Raivitch. Raivitch to the corner. Raivitch from the top of the key. Looking for a man. Gets it out to Gavin Meehan. Meehan. Pump fake the three. Meehan back out of the corner to Leiva again. Jason Leiva. Just beyond three. Pass back out to the top again. Raivitch. Making a move. Raivitch towards the net. Raivitch slicing through. It's up. No good. Rebounded by Martin's blocked. And that's a foul going against the Firebirds. So it was Gilardi who was fouled, and Gilardi goes to the line to shoot too. His first one's up and good, and that cuts the lead down to 1 for the Firebirds. And Gilardi makes them both. That ties the game at 21 with 6:05 to play in the third quarter. Mark Stenardo takes it up with Charles Steinmetz, who's back on the floor. Stenardo out to Sharlin. Sharlin to the top to Dean Bergkoetter. Bergkoetter out to Stenardo. Stenardo to Segarich for 3, no good. And he gets his own rebound back. Back to Bergkoetter. Bergkoetter cutting through, up and good. Dean Bergkoetter hurts the Firebirds back on top.
Stenardo.
That was Mark Stenardo?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Bergkoetter.
Nope,
Right.
nope. Stenardo.
So here's Leiva from the top. Leiva over to Maxwell Currie. Currie back to Leiva. Leiva pump fakes, the ball knocked away, but picked up by Meehan. Meehan back to Leiva. Leiva from the pass back to Currie. Currie to Leiva again. Leiva back to Currie. Currie one bouncer to Raivitch. Raivitch for 3, no good. And it's rebounded by Currie. Back out to Leiva. Leiva, who has 2 threes already, couldn't make it a third. And now Segarich on the rebound. Robbie Segarich fighting for it. Here's out to Charles Steinmetz. Steinmetz back to Segarich. Segarich across the 3-point line, across half court, across the opposing 3-point line. Robbie Segarich into the paint. Back out to Dean Bergkoetter. Bergkoetter back out to Mark Stenardo. Stenardo to Segarich. Segarich. Underhand. That's Zach Sharlin. Sharlin is fought off. Sharlin to Robbie Segarich. Segarich to the top to Charles Steinmetz now. Segarich out of the corner to Dean Bergkoetter again. Bergkoetter to Sharlin. Sharlin cutting through to the paint. Zach Sharlin up and good for 2. 4 straight points for Zach Sharlin. Sorry, 4 straight points for the Firebirds. A 2-pointer by Zach Sharlin. And that makes it 25-21 Firebirds. Here's Leiva again. Leiva, Sutter stepping. Leiva has it back out. Maxwell Currie, one bouncer picked up by Gavin Meehan. Meehan through the paint. Meehan up, no good. And it's rebounded by Steinmetz. Steinmetz back out to Stenardo. Stenardo to Segarich, back to Stenardo.
Stenardo coming up the middle. Driving, top key. Looks right. Protects. Over to Sharlin, right wing. Sharlin sits, holds, Segarich, key, 3-ball, green, and a push!
And the foul, Robbie Segarich, a chance to make it a 4-point play. And the Firebirds up by 7, 28-21, as Segarich goes to the line.
Well, that's a rare occurrence, a 4-point play. How many of those have we had this year so far?
I don't think we've called one yet. I've seen a few.
I think this might be the first one we've called. One or maybe another, I don't remember.
It's an opportunity for a 4-point play.
Definitely not often, though.
Yeah. And Segarich's one and only foul shot's no good. So he can't convert the 4-point play, but still gets a 3-ball. And that makes it 28-21. Now Leiva inches his way across half court. Leiva heads back out to Ciallella. Ciallella back to Leiva on the return feed. Leiva. Step back, open for 3. Jason Leiva rattled it in.
His parents told me it's like Leiva or something. I think you need to pronounce it a bit more. I don't know though.
So correction of the pronunciation is Leiva. Jason Leiva with his 3rd 3 of the game. Now Zach Sharlin on the pass, it's up and good again. The Firebirds are the first team to 30, and that makes it 30-24. So it's had over 3 minutes to play. Leiva with the ball. Leiva back. Maxwell Currie. With an underhand to Gilardi. Gilardi to the rim, it's blocked. And Brandon Bass takes it. Pass over to Segarich. Segarich. Back to Bass at the top. Bass making a move in. Out to the corner. Dean Bergkoetter to triple. It's up and good. Bergkoetter with a switch, and the Firebirds up by 9. A timeout taken by Neshaminy. The Firebirds are on a run. 33-24 HGP with 2:37 to play in the third.
Splash down from the left corner. Bergkoetter comes up clutch.
That was wide open, too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, wide open.
Just clear as day. Just boom, right in from the corner.
It's a wide open swish 3 for Dean Bergkoetter, but the Firebirds up by 9. And Neshaminy will start with the ball when we come back.
So nice, dude.
So 2:37 to play in the third quarter. 33-24. Firebirds on top of Dean Bergkoetter's 3. Leiva takes it up across half court. Passes it back over to Ciallella. Ciallella now finds Raivitch. Raivitch trying to make a move. Raivitch gets backed off. Center sets on 3. Raivitch puts it up, and it's a foul against the Firebirds. So Raivitch will go to the line to shoot 2 as Zach Sharlin called for the foul. So Raivitch misses his first foul shot. He'll shoot one more. So Raivitch's second foul shot is also no good. So Raivitch gets over 2 at the line. Bergkoetter's pass is deflected, taken away. Here's Gilardi for 2. That one's no good. And rebound was out of bounds off of the Neshaminy. So Mark Stenardo steps back to inbound. Here's the inbound of Stenardo from McDonald. Back to McDonald again, up on the near side. McDonald lost it, and it's taken away by Gilardi. Now pass all the way up. Daniel Raivitch to the rim. He's blocked. No foul. Raivitch can't believe it.
That was all ball. That was the correct call. All ball.
And Raivitch went immediately to the bench.
Carolina is the call for Neshaminy.
Currie out to the corner. Martin stumbled, and he misses the 3. And now a foul will be called against the Firebirds. Here's Maxwell Currie. Currie with a pass in. Ciallella, he's blocked. And that's a foul called against the Firebirds again. So 3 quick fouls called against the Firebirds in the last 45 seconds. And Ciallella goes to the line to shoot 2. Cialla's first foul shot is off the back of the rim, no good. So Neshaminy has missed all the last 3. Ciallella makes his second. So that makes the score 33-25 in favor of HGP. Stenardo inbounds to McDonald, back to Stenardo, and back to McDonald. Firebirds need to get across quickly. Stenardo just barely gets across before the violation. So here's Aden Brody. Brody gives it up. McDonald out to the corner. Back to Stenardo. Stenardo to Bergkoetter. Back out to Brody. Aden Brody making a move in to the rim. It's up and good.
Oh.
Aden Brody, his 6th point of the game. And that puts the Firebird lead now at double digits, 35-25, with a minute 11 to play in the third quarter. Leiva with the ball.
Third nasty layup from Brody this game alone.
Yeah. And that was
Get
knocked
that.
away. Leiva is out of bounds. And Firebird ball. As Bergkoetter helps him up. Bergkoetter will inbound. Stenardo and McDonald staying with them. They'll go back and forth. McDonald back to Stenardo. Stenardo needs to get across half court. He will. And then down pass right back to the corner. Aden Brody pivots for 3. It's good. Aden Brody, the hot hand. 9 points today. He leads the team. And that puts a Firebird lead now at 13 with Brody's 5th straight. 38-25 Firebirds. That was knocked away. Dean Bergkoetter with good defense. Leiva keeps it in the offensive zone. Back to the middle. And Gilardi is fouled on the floor, it appears. And it will be on the floor. The Firebirds' 5th foul of the half. And Leiva will inbound for Neshaminy.
I believe it was on Stenardo.
What was it?
I think the foul was on Stenardo.
All right. So here's Gilardi to the rim. It's up and good. That ends the Firebirds' score 5-0 run. And Gilardi makes it an 11-point game. McDonald takes it up across half court. McDonald all the way open. He had a wide open lane. Decided not to go for it. Back out to the corner to Bergkoetter. Bergkoetter makes him move to the paint. Turning over. There's Leiva and he's stripped. And the ball bounces off the scorer's table with the Powerade sign. Here's the inbound to Maxwell Currie. Currie passes it back to Leiva. Leiva making a move in. Passes it back out to, to Gilardi. And Gilardi has now scored 4 straight. 1 second. Stenardo heaves, and it comes up well short.
That was an incredible last-second pass right there from Leiva. That was incredible.
Yeah, Leiva goes right to, who was it? It was Gilardi, right?
I think so.
So Gilardi ends the half with 4 straight points for Neshaminy.
Wait, was it?
Yeah, it was.
It was? Okay.
Gilardi ends the half with 4 straight points. That cuts the lead down from 13 to 9. And the Firebirds lead 38-29 with 7 minutes to go in regulation. 21 down and 7 to go before we crown a champion of the JV side of the 2022-23 Jack Schott Memorial Christmas Tournament. And we'll be back in a few. So 7 minutes to play in regulation time from the Chapman Arena at the Firebird Fieldhouse in Holy Ghost Prep. Jason Leiva will inbound. No, it'll be Joshua Martin inbounding to Leiva to start the fourth quarter for Neshaminy, who trails by 9, 38-29. 7 minutes to play even in this game. To start, it'll be Segarich, McDonald, Bass, Stenardo, and Aden Brody, who has a team-leading 9 points today for the Firebirds. Now, the Firebirds will probably start with the ball, and it'll have a little bit of miscommunication. So it'll be Robbie Segarich who will inbound to Mark Stenardo. So Stenardo receives the one bounce inbound. Time ticking now under 7 minutes. Segarich back out to Aden Brody. Brody looking for double digits for the first time this season. Brody backing out. Brody back to Stenardo. Or sorry, to Segarich. Segarich down to Stenardo. Stenardo. Just beyond the arc, passes to McDonald. McDonald Throws it up. McDonald for 2. The Firebirds back on top by double digits. They've reached 40. It's now 40-29.
Freshman flick right there, 2 ball right over the middle.
Yep. So Joshua Martin gives it right back. And now Maxwell Currie picks it up. Currie to the corner. To Ciallella. Back to Currie. Currie behind the back, 2. Didn't work. Rebounded by Robbie Segarich. Segarich with Bass. Segarich brings it up. He's hit 2 threes already, decides not to take one. McDonald. Back out to Stenardo. Pass back out to Bergkoetter. Bergkoetter for 3. The hot corner, he couldn't hit it.
That was bad.
Rebounded by Segarich. Segarich to Aden Brody. Brody with the lane. Brody to the rim, and he couldn't finish. Here comes Neshaminy on the attack with Martin. Martin to Gilardi. Gilardi back up to the top. Leiva. Hovitz for 3. Leiva. No good. Rebounded by Neshaminy up and good. Ciallella for 2. That cuts the lead back down to 9. McDonald passes it up to Brandon Bass. Bass. And he couldn't filter it. Gilardi. To Leiva. Leiva slicing through to the rim. No good. Picked up by Aden McDonald. McDonald up across half court. Aden McDonald on the attack. McDonald to the rim. That one no good as well. Rebounded by Bergkoetter. He couldn't finish. Gets his own rebound again. And it's out of bounds off of Neshaminy. The Firebirds will hold on possession. 5:13 to play in the fourth quarter. The lead still stays as it was a minute 47 seconds ago. At 9, it's 40-31. And multiple substitutions coming on for both teams. So McDonald gets the inbound, gives it to Zach Sharlin. Sharlin had it knocked away, still stayed in bounds for a second. And the ball goes to... And the ball will go to Neshaminy, apparently. It seemed to have been off of Neshaminy. Sharlin definitely thought it was. But Neshaminy has it. Ciallella for 3, no good. Rebounded by Gilardi. Gilardi and Steinmetz took a hard fall. Up and over of Gilardi. The foul is called against Charles Steinmetz. There'll be a foul on the floor. Oh, so it'll be a 1-and-1 foul. So Gilardi will shoot 1-and-1, looking to cut the lead down to 7. Gilardi's first is no good. It's tipped away. And Firebirds ball. So 14 is the play call. Zach Sharlin fires the inbound looking for McDonald, and Leiva is sliding deflection out of bounds for the Firebirds to hold on possession. 4:55 to play in regulation, 40-31 in favor of the Firebirds. It's Sharlin, Brody, Steinmetz, McDonald, and Segarich. Segarich gets the pass. Segarich all the way down. Robbie Segarich to the rim. It's good. Firebirds back up on top by 11, 42-31. Here comes Neshaminy on the attack with Cates to the rim. That one's no good. Picked up by Aden Brody. Brody on the attack. Brody can do it himself, but chooses not to. He backs off looking for help. And a whistle goes. A timeout was called. It appears to have been a timeout by the Firebirds. So 4:34 to play in regulation. Firebirds by 11, 42-31. So here's the quick inbound to Robbie Segarich. Segarich to McDonald. He gets the pass back. It's a loose ball. Picked up by Steinmetz. Steinmetz along the sideline. Puts up to Zach Sharlin. Sharlin Boxed out. Goes back up to Aden Brody at the top of the key. Brody has 9 points today, leads the Firebirds. Brody out across. Charles Steinmetz. Steinmetz is blocked, recovers. Now Steinmetz again, and that's going to be a foul going against Neshaminy with 4:05 to play. So here's the inbound. Goes right to Aden Brody. Now the pass. McDonald. Pump fakes, and it's good. Adam McDonald puts it in for another 2. The Firebirds now ahead by 13, 44-31. 3:52 to play in regulation. Leiva finds Gilardi. Gilardi lost it. Recovers. To the corner. Cates decided not to take a 3. Cates with a back out pass. Now to the top. It's turned away. McDonald is wrestled almost down.
That foul was clear as day.
Yeah. So the Firebirds will have the ball on the sideline. Firebirds have committed 7 fouls this half compared to Neshaminy's 4. It'll be Segarich who's the inbounder. Aden Brody subs off with 9 points. Segarich with the inbound to Adam McDonald, and McDonald is fouled by Nicholas Cates. Cates called for the foul, so 2 quick fouls going against Neshaminy in the last 10 seconds. Here's Segarich, throws it in, over the head of Stenardo, picked up by Adam McDonald. McDonald peels off, now it goes to Steinmetz, and Steinmetz is fouled.
Another foul on Neshaminy. This is starting to rack up.
These fouls could come back to bite him.
3 on this possession alone.
Yeah. The possession will continue in the Firebirds' favor. Segarich, it was Stenardo who stumbled, and Stenardo was tripped. That's 4 fouls in possession, as Stenardo is tripped up. The 4th foul of this possession by Neshaminy.
That's ridiculous, and the bonus gets turned on for both squads.
Yeah. This really hurts the Chamois now they've lost their backup plan to foul everyone and possibly get the ball back.
4 fouls, just 1 possession. This is ridiculous at a point.
And now Stenardo goes to the line. 1-1 for Mark Stenardo. Firebirds by 13, 44-31. Stenardo's first one is off to the left. And then another foul is immediately called this time against the Firebirds.
Interesting call there.
So Segarich called for the foul.
That was Steinmetz called.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened. I guess he jumped a bit early, landed on top of one of the Neshaminy guys.
So Ciallella at the line to shoot 1-on-1. His first one's up, no good. Rebounded by Mark Stenardo along the far side. Stenardo with this 1 bounce pass to Adam McDonald. McDonald to the corner, has Zach Sharlin. Sharlin goes to Segarich. Segarich on top to McDonald again. McDonald back around. Stenardo to McDonald to Segarich in the corner. Segarich makes a man miss to the rim. It's good. Robbie Segarich for 2. That makes it a 15-point game, 46-31. The play call is Iowa as Leiva takes it across half court. Leiva with a 1 bounce pass. And now to the rim, Ciallella couldn't finish. Rebounded by Cates. Cates for 2. That one's no good. And that one's rebounded by Charles Steinmetz. 2:46 to play in regulation. A jump ball was called, and it'll be inbounded by Neshaminy as Zach Sharlin and Adam McDonald come off for Dean Bergkoetter and Brandon Bass. Leiva inbounds to Gilardi. Gilardi slicing through, and it's out of bounds off the Firebirds. Firebirds just can't foul. Leiva floats it over. That's caught by Gilardi. Gilardi making a move to the paint. Gilardi, no good for 2. Rebounded by Steinmetz. Keeps it into Bergkoetter. Bergkoetter lost it. Another jump ball. and somersaulting over the battling Ciallella and Bergkoetter with Gilardi.
I'm not sure whether Gilardi got tripped up there or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, anyway, a timeout was called by Neshaminy. So 2:31 to play in regulation. The Fibers lead by 15, 46-31. So here's the inbound from Zach Sharlin. Sharlin finds his man Aden McDonald. McDonald finds now Mark Stenardo. Stenardo flying up. Stenardo to the corner, and it's a miscommunication. Here's Gilardi is kicked out of bounds and went sizzling over the heads of the Neshaminy bench.
One of the Neshaminy coaches almost just got rocked.
Yeah.
He was like catching his breath after that.
2:21 to play in regulation. Firebird by 15, 46-31. After the inbound, it's Nicholas Cates who has possession. To the front of the emblem. Cates to the pass back up. Now across to Gilardi. Gilardi inbound. Ciallella. Foul on the floor. No basket. And it's a 1-on-1 for Ciallella. And Ciallella makes his first. The cuts lead down to 14. And the second foul shot is up and good. So Ciallella goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now Stenardo gets the inbound pass from Sharlin. Stenardo being double teamed. And a jump ball was called. Now the referees will check in for the jump ball possession. Calls from the Neshaminy bench for rock, paper, scissors. That'd actually be a lot more fun. Here's Mark Stenardo up on the far side. Stenardo will unbounce pass. Steinmetz to the top. McDonald. McDonald now passes back to Robbie Segarich. Segarich back to McDonald again. McDonald finds Zach Sharlin this time. Sharlin all the way to the rim. It's up and good. 48 for the Firebirds, and a minute 48 to play in regulation.
Ghost has been dominating the layup this game, while Neshaminy's been taking over more of a three-ball approach. And speaking of it,
yeah, so Leiva misses the three. Gilardi can't recover. It's picked up by Stenardo. Stenardo shuffles it down. Segarich with a pass. It's up, no good. And now it's not going to be saved by Steinmetz. Here's McDonald. McDonald floats it up.
Steinmetz with a Julio Jones type toe tap to keep that in.
So a timeout was called with a minute 20 seconds to play in regulation. 48-33, the Firebirds lead by 15. A minute 20 seconds to play in regulation from the JV championship game of the 2022 Jack Schott Memorial Tourney. And the Firebirds lead by 15, 48-33. Here's the inbound to Mark Stenardo. Stenardo dumps back off. Now pass back across. It's intercepted by Leiva. Can he rally? He will not. He will be able to. Here's Case to Ciallella. Ciallella underhand and Maxwell Currie for an easy 2. The lead down to 13. Stenardo. And Stenardo gets knocked away. It's picked up by Leiva. Leiva with the pass back. That one's up and good. Shane West for 2. And the lead now down to 11. Here's Jeremiah Muturi, and Muturi is fouled. So 49.4 seconds to play.
Now I understand what the Neshaminy coach was talking about when he said play aggressive. They are pushing the limits of basketball.
Yeah, and 4 straight points to cut the lead down to 11.
Hey, if it's working, it's working.
Uh-huh.
That play didn't so much work, but the 4 points prior to that say something else.
So Jeremiah Muturi goes to the line to shoot 2 for the Firebirds. Muturi dribbles 3 times. And shoots and misses. Now here's the rebound for Neshaminy on the attack. It's a bobble recovered by Neshaminy. They need to get across. They will with Maxwell Currie. Currie out to the side. Now slicing through and putting it in is West. 4 straight points for him. Now here's the inbound again. Gets the pass back. This is Colin McGrenehan. McGrenehan shovels it ahead. Jeremiah Muturi. Muturi back to Graham. Graham to McDonald. McDonald to Stenardo. Stenardo passes it back to McDonald. It's 18 seconds to play. And Stenardo will hold on to it. 15 seconds. 13 seconds. The Firebirds lead by 9. 10 seconds. And the Firebirds JV team are going to defeat Neshaminy. The Firebirds are the champions of the 2023 or 2022 JV Jack Schott Memorial Tournament.
That was a great game.
Yeah.
I mean, great aspects from all over the ball, quite honestly. Ghost dominated the 2-point. Neshaminy dominated 3-point. In the end, we saw what's probably better. The probably better idea. Go for those 2s. Although Neshaminy was splashing, especially guys like Leiva was just drilling 3s that whole game.
He hit 3 threes by himself when the total of 3 for 7 from beyond the arc. But the Firebirds win by 9, 48-39. So after our JV tournament has concluded, we now have the varsity 3rd place game coming up between Harry S. Truman and Neshaminy. And then the varsity championship game, the main event of the evening between Holy Ghost Prep and William Tennant. Can HGP sweep the 2022 Jack Schott Memorial Tourney? We will soon find out. But for right now, the Firebird JV team wins 48-39, and they are the 2022 JV champions of the Jack Schott Memorial Tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here for the 2022 Jack Schott Memorial Holiday Tournament JV edition, the last 2 days. Let's have a big round of applause for all 4 teams that were in our tournament this year. And we have to make a little comment. Numbers in the Holy Ghost Prep. Our tournament is named after Jack Schott, who was a longtime supporter of Holy Ghost basketball, father of one of our longtime basketball program scorekeeper until he passed away in 1997. Here with us today to present the championship trophy is Jack's wife, Joan. And now the runner-up PD trophy, the Neshaminy High School Senate. And the championship trophy, the Holy Ghost Fire. That's it, folks. We have a player in for the rest of the game. Harry Field versus the Neshaminy High School. Championship game, Holy Ghost Prep versus William Tennant at 7 p.m.
All right, so Jack Dobbins has left the booth for the moment, but we have a unanimous game MVP for the Holy Ghost Prep JV Championship team. Aden Brody with a new season high for him with 9 points as he holds the trophy at center court for the trophy presentation as it has come to an end. So again, your Firebirds win by 9 over the Neshaminy Skins, HGP, winners of the 2022 JV Jack Schott Memorial Tourney. So Aden Brody with a 9-point performance is your game MVP. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for the varsity match, the third place game between Neshaminy and Harry S. Truman. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And then, as I said before, the main event between the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds and the William Tennant Panthers. And that comes up at 7 for the varsity championship game. So for both of us, I'm Caden Stewart. Jack Dobbins has left, but he'll be back over the next 2 broadcasts. So thank you guys for watching, but make sure to stay tuned for the varsity edition.
Holy Ghost Prep ties it up. Holy Ghost is on the move.
Yeah, Firebirds had a lot of momentum.
Right from the jump for the Firebirds, who look really good.